Welcome back everyone, my name's Ali A and we have more Black Ops 2 information for you guys. Today in this video we're going to be focusing on multiplayer, but if you haven't seen the official reveal trailer and zombies information, then click the annotations on screen or in the description of the video. Check them out first and then watch this video. So let's get into it. So before I get into multiplayer details, I want to focus on an image that was supposedly leaked around, I guess, a month ago, and as we can see on screen here, it looks very similar between a cross of Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, and it looks like the MP7 on screen there from Modern Warfare 3. It looks very similar, and when this image was surfaced on the internet, it was called leaked, and most people assumed it to be fake, a very good fake, but they assumed it to be fake. Now, since the reveal trailer has been launched, more details have cropped up which link back into this image, which actually makes it seem like this image could be legitimate and could actually be one of the first multiplayer images for Black Ops 2. Now, I must thank both Charlie Intel and MP First for the information for this. Thank you to those guys for sourcing this, but let's get into the details as to why this image could actually be real. First thing to note here is in fact the 50-point kill seen on the original image here. If we then take that and compare it to one of the screenshots within Black Ops 2, we can see they have used the exact same font at the exact same size, which is much more than a coincidence, and this font hasn't been used in any other Call of Duty game so far. So these two pieces of text have been used and the same font has appeared, which definitely means there's some link between those two pieces of information. And if we look at both the bottom left and bottom right of the screen on the original image, we can see in the bottom right the choice to have 4 different kill streaks available to each direction on your directional pad on Xbox and PS3, and that again hadn't been used before. But if we go back and have a look at an interview Machinima had with Treyarch, the head developer for Black Ops 2, we can see the exact same pieces of imagery was used actually to show some basically alpha build or some beta build of one of the maps within Black Ops 2, and it's again more of a coincidence that these exact same images are being used again, and it seems that in fact this image that was cropped up earlier on from last month is actually legitimate. Again, another piece of information here, if we look at a still image within a interview from Machinima to Treyarch, we can see one of the designers or one of the developers actually pointing at the screen, showing actually one of the multiplayer maps in action this early on, and it looks like the guy is holding some sort of SCAR gun perhaps, and in the bottom left we can see the same imagery being used again, showing off the team that they are playing with within multiplayer. Now, it's worth noting that these multiplayer images are almost definitely going to change. It seems that this image is actually legitimate and has actually been taken from Black Ops 2, but it will have been taken from a very early stage of Black Ops 2. If you remember last year for Modern Warfare 3, there was actually a short sequence where part of Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer was shown, and even then, I think a few months before the game was actually fully released, things and details were actually changed within those last few months. So the fact that we now have 6 months to go means definitely things are going to develop and things are going to change, but it looks like, as we can see here, that they're going to be introducing new things. We've got the assault shield on screen, but those are the details I wanted to cover concerning the leaked image, because I wanted to make sure you guys knew that actually that image seems to be quite legitimate. I didn't cover it at first because I, like many other people, considered it to be fake. But moving on to more details here for multiplayers, we know the single player is going to be taken from the 1980s all the way up to 2025. However, multiplayer is going to be focusing just on 2025, so just on future warfare, which is pretty awesome. We've seen the quad rotor many a times before. The AC-130, I believe, is also in the trailer, and it just looks to be set up to be a really awesome multiplayer experience. Now, the big thing worth noting here is that David Vonderhaar, one of the lead developers and designers behind Black Ops 2 multiplayer, stated that they're going to be trying to cater for everyone and really go back down to the basics of Call of Duty multiplayer and expand upwards from the basics, rather than going back to Black Ops 1 and building on what they had then. They're literally cutting down right to the basics for multiplayer and then working their way back up again. From what I've heard and pieces of information I've heard leaked down through the internet, Creator Class is going to be completely revamped and it's going to be really unique. It's going to try and make sure that everyone is getting the best out of multiplayer and everyone is satisfied with what they're getting. David Bat actually said that, you know, who is he to judge whether camping or rushing is a better game style, if you will, and they're going to be trying to make sure that everyone can do whatever they want, but there's also a counter to everything, so there's nothing that's going to be overpowered. You're just going to have more options, which is awesome. If you're a competitive gamer, I don't think there'll be too many of you guys watching this that are competitive gamers, but if you actually play Call of Duty for money and actually properly play it competitively, they're going to be recognising that and working towards developing a competitive Call of Duty game, because Modern Warfare 3, I believe, was dropped from the MLG circuit, or one of the MLG circuits, which means it wasn't included in the sort of big tournaments, and Black Ops 2, they're going to try and change that and make sure that the competitive guys are also getting a slice of the cake, as it were, as well. So loads of information here for you guys. It looks as if that original image is actually real. Future Warfare, loads of new guns. There's a poster on screen now which looks a bit like the M4 carbine, but we're going to be seeing some made up guns, some real guns, and it's just going to be insane. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out the Zombies video and the official reveal trailer as well if you haven't done so already by clicking on screen now. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new to my channel and have enjoyed this video. Click the like button if you want to. I really appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video.